Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We invite you to watch the English Chinese News, our essential television channel of our province. Continue with other notable economic and life information. The Ministry of Industry and Trade said that the total value of economic and trade agreements signed between Vietnamese and U.S. enterprises is expected to be implemented in the period from 2025, reaching above 90.3 billion US dollar. Bilateral trade turnover in 2024 reached nearly 150 billion US dollar, an increase of 20.5% over the same period last year. In terms of investment, the United States continued to be one of Vietnam's leading investment partners. More and more Vietnamese enterprises have invested in the US market. By this time in 2025, more than 100 Vietnamese enterprises have registered to participate in the Select USA 2025 event to learn about investment and business opportunities in the United States. According to statistics, the country currently has more than 940,000 private enterprises operating, more than 30,000 cooperatives, and over 5 million business households. In 2024 alone, there were more than 233,000 newly established and re-established enterprises, the highest number ever. The private enterprise force contributes about 60% of GDP, 98% of total export turnover, and create jobs for about 85% of the country's workforce. However, in reality, this economic sector is facing many difficulties. The teams of entrepreneurs and enterprises still have many limitations. The potential and room for development have not been effectively exploited. Most enterprises are small in scale with limited competitiveness, operational efficiency, and management skills. The Đồng Provincial Post Committee has just issued Decision Number 23, officially announced the regulation on the function, tasks, powers, and organizational structure of the Provincial Department of Industry and Trade. This document takes effect from March 20th, 2025. Accordingly, the Department of Industry and Trade of Đồng Nai is a specialized agency under Provincial Post Committee with the task of advising and assisting the Provincial Post Committee in stage management in a wide range of fields, from industry to trade. The Department of Industry and Trade of Đồng Nai is also the focal point for managing the safety of dams, hydroelectric reservoirs, protecting the industrial environment, food safety, promoting industry, and developing industrial clusters. The Department of Industry and Trade is also responsible for market management, controlling goods, combating smuggling, trade fraud, counterfeit goods, and poor quality goods. At the same time, the department promotes international economic integration, creating favorable conditions for domestic and foreign enterprises operating in the province. Chairman of the Provincial Post Committee for Tân Đức has just signed and issued Plan Number 86 on implementing the tasks of the project, developing application of population data, identification, and electronic authentication to serve digital transformation in the period of 2022-2025 with a vision to 2030 in the province in 2025. The Provincial Post Committee assigned the Department of Home Affairs to preside over and coordinate with departments, branches, sectors, district, and commune people's committees to merge 3 steering committees on administrative reform, digital transformation, project numbers into a single steering committee to unify and focus on leadership and direction in implementing related tasks. Completion time is March 2025. Departments, branches, sectors, people's committees of districts and cities coordinate with departments of science and technology to strive that by June 2025, all leaders, cadres, and civil servants at the provincial, district, and commune levels will process work documents online and sign digitally to resolve work. At the 43rd session, the National Assembly Standing Committee gave opinions on explaining, accepting, and revising the draft law on corporate income tax amended. This is the content that small and medium enterprises are very interested in. Regarding tax rates, the draft floor stipulates a tax rate of 15% for enterprises with a total annual revenue of no more than $3 billion. Mr. Nguyễn Quốc Hùng, director of Tinh Nguyên Hảo Limited Company in Đồng Nai province said, I really hope that if the tax rate can be adjusted to reduce, especially corporate income tax, it will be a great support for businesses at this time. In Đồng Nai, in the coming time, the tax sector will continue to promptly implement new regulations. Mr. Nguyễn Toàn Thắng, Deputy Head of Tax Department of Region 15, said, with this new decision, Đồng Nai will immediately implement it, promoting propaganda work to businesses. According to the lawyers, during the process of National Assembly considering approving the draft law on corporate income tax, businesses must continue to comply with current regulations. Lawyer Nguyễn Thị Khoa, director of DNK Legal Limited Company, said, businesses need to comply with timely tax declaration. The second issue is to correctly determine tax rates and taxable income of the enterprise. In addition, enterprises need to correctly determine the tax rate to be paid and at the same time note which taxes are accounted for in the reasonable expenses. The Phước An Bridge project is divided into 5 main construction packages. Currently, the weather is very favorable for construction work, so the contractor is implementing 4 construction projects. Thanks to that, the progress of project items is following the plan. In particular, some small items on the approach road and bridge piers on the Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province side are about 3.5 months ahead of original schedule. Mr. Lê Minh Trà, Chief Consultant for Main Ridge section of Phước An Bridge, said, with the current construction implementation and weather conditions like this, the project's progress is also very good, following the set plan. Mr. Nguyễn Tiến Đạt, Deputy Head of Phước An Bridge Project Construction Team, said, the contractor is implementing many different construction phases. The progress is now being completed and is depending on the weather, so it is guaranteed. Once completed, Phước An Bridge will have shortened the time to transport goods from the port to the eastern provinces and key economic zones, reducing pressures on current roads. Recently, Chairman of Đồng Nai Provincial Board Council Thái Bảo signed and issued Resolution number 15 on the decision to change the purpose of forest use to other purposes to implement Phước An Bridge.